Hi Debbie, it's me, and this is your video. Alright, so once upon a time there was a little girl named Jessica. And Jessica was running, and guess where she was running? Lake Chelan! Why was she running? Because she was so excited to go to Lake Chelan, which she went to every single year for her whole life. It was her favorite place to go, and she loves to go there every year. And so she was so excited because she was going to go to Lake Chelan, and she was going to hang out with family, and everything that was fun was in Lake Chelan. So she ran and finally got to Lake Chelan. When she got there, she was welcomed by her loving family, and she was so excited to be there and to have fun. But then, all of a sudden, everybody disappeared, and she couldn't find anybody. She looked everywhere. She looked in the kitchen, she looked in the bathrooms, she looked downstairs and upstairs and in the boat, and she even looked in the lake. But she couldn't find anybody anywhere, and she was getting a little worried. As she's searching and searching, all of a sudden she finds this bottle. And she's looking at this bottle, and it's so weird looking. And it's like, oh, this is a weird bottle. So she's like shaking it, and then all of a sudden it turns into something else. But it was scary. And she threw it really far, and then all of a sudden it comes back and it hits her right in the head, and she passes out. And 5 minutes later, she wakes up, and there's this man standing right there. And she's like, "What do you want?" And the man is like, "I know where your family is." And she's like, "Where are they?" And he said, "They're in the sky." And she's like, "Why are they in the sky?" And he said, "They've been kidnapped by an evil wizard." And she's like, "Well, how do I get them out?" She said, "I can help you." And she says, "Okay." And so she hops on his little buggy, because he had a motorcycle and it had the buggy. So she hops on the buggy, and the motorcycle takes off. And it's not one of those normal motorcycles. It's one that goes like this, and it flies. The motorcycle flies. And so, as they're flying in the sky, like that, and the guy's like, "Are you sure you can handle this?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm sure. I want to save my family. I love them. They let me come places with them, and I don't ever want to live without them." And he said, "Okay, but it's going to be dangerous." She said, "Okay." And so they fly, and then all of a sudden it stops, and he turns off the engine, and then they start to fall like that. That was the vehicle sound. And she's like, and he's like, "Hold on." And so she's holding on, just like he told her to, like, but she can't make any noise because they might find her if she does. But the motorcycle's like, it's really loud. It's quite annoying, actually. And then all of a sudden it just goes silently, though. So it's like, and they hit a cloud, but not just any cloud. They hit a magical cloud. And the guy goes, "You must be quiet." And she's like, "Okay." And so they get out of the motorcycle and the buggy, and they're walking, and they're like, "Looking for my family, looking for my family." And he goes, "Stop right there. Don't go any farther." So she stops, and she's like, "Okay, I won't go any farther." And he comes up to this giant door cloud, and he's like, boom, boom, boom. And on the other side, somebody goes, "Who's there?" And he goes, "It is I, Lord Voldemort." And then the girl's like, "Oh, you're supposed to be dead." And he's like, "Shut up." And so the door opens and it's like, and inside the door was her family. And they're all like, "Oh, save us, Jessica, save us." And then the person behind the door was like, "Shut up." And they're all shut up. They're like, "Wait, what was that?" Jessica's like, "My family! I missed you! My family! I saved you! I'm gonna save you! We're gonna go back to like Chelan and party!" And Lord Voldemort's like, "Shut up." And then the guy behind the door was like, "Shut up." So they all shut up. Everybody was just like quiet. Lord Voldemort goes to the man to the door and goes, "Give me your family or die." And the guy goes, "Okay." And he hands over her family. And then they all get on the motorcycle. So there's a lot of people on the motorcycle. And they take off. And then it just falls. It lands right on the grass in Lake Chelan. And then they were all excited and happy, and they all just hugged and were loving, and then they partied the whole rest of the night, and we're like, "Yay, Jessica, you saved us! Woo!" And then they all lived happily ever after. Oh, and Lord Voldemort went back in the bottle. Phew. That end.